Okay, this is what adventure feels like. Strapping into a big fan and a parachute at 7 a.m. in the rice fields of Chiang Mai.
Yeah, and of course, we hired a personal videographer to fly with us. I mean, if you're gliding through the skies at sunrise, you gotta capture every moment, right? Once we got up there, it was like everything else disappeared. The second we took off, you just feel weightless, like you're floating through the sky.
There's this crazy feeling of freedom. You're just up there, floating above the world, with nothing but the wind and the landscape below you.
And it's so smooth, the paramotor hums in the background, but honestly, it's just you and the sky cruising along effortlessly.
It feels surreal. You're flying, but you also feel like you're just floating, and everything below looks so small and peaceful.
Flying like this, it's unlike anything we've ever done. It's exciting, exhilarating, and it just feels unreal to be up here.
As we went higher, we started getting closer to the clouds. You could feel the air change, and it felt like we were about to enter another world. As we prepared to go through the clouds, it was like we were part of the sky. Everything else just felt so far away.
It was wild, like we were about to break through into something totally different. I could feel the anticipation building up as we got closer.
You could see the clouds ahead, thick, fluffy, just waiting for us. And when we finally flew through, it was like stepping into another dimension.
It's hard to put into words, but it felt like we were in our own little world. Just us, the clouds, and the mountains below. This is also where my hand cam kicks in to give you a 360 view of us in the air. You will get a glimpse of the small villages below us and of Melanie trying to catch up in her paramotor.
I was honestly just in awe. It didn't even feel like a flight. It felt more like an experience I'll never forget.
Same here. It's crazy how peaceful it is up there. You just stop thinking about everything else and really enjoy the moment. And once we rode through the clouds, it was like a whole new world. The clouds below were like a sea of cotton, and the sun felt so close, like you could almost reach out and touch it.
was like we were floating above everything. With the sun right there, it's hard to explain, but I felt like we were part of it. Definitely one of the most surreal moments I've ever had.
It's like time slowed down and you're just in awe of the beauty around you. Hey, who's that?
That's me waving to Rico.
In the background, you can see both Melanie and the videographer with the sunrise on the horizon of the clouds.
Here, our videographer did an amazing job of capturing Rico and I in the air side by side. It was one of those moments where you just think, wow, this is it. It felt like we were one with the sky. So here I am, just hanging out in the air, feeling on top of the world. And you know what's crazy? how calm it felt.
Yeah, it's like the wind becomes your friend. You're flying, but it doesn't really feel like flying. It's like floating above the world beneath you.
I thought I'd be nervous, but honestly, I felt totally at ease. Except when I had to avoid flying too close to you.
Yeah, we crossed paths once or twice, but I think we both managed to stay in the air.
Well, we didn't crash, so I'd call that a win.
Whoa, I think you're getting too close there. At least on this flight, I get a window seat and a view too.
That's me, waving one last time before landing.
There we are again, heading to the sun.
It's moments like this that remind me why I travel.
If you are ever in Chiang Mai, do yourself a favor and try this out. It's a once in a lifetime experience you won't forget.
Landing was just as smooth as taking off. Thanks for coming along with us on this ride. But don't worry, the adventure's not over yet. Next, we'll be heading to the Yi Ping and Loy Krathong Lantern Festival.